to walk the square. I think it's day 20, if I counted right. Hopefully I did. At any rate, I'm walking it no matter what day it is. I literally woke up about maybe 20 minutes ago. Well, actually, I woke up almost 2 hours ago and went back to sleep because I'm dealing with a cellulitis rash and it's miserable and it keeps you awake if it can, but I didn't let it because I know how to treat it because I went to the doctor yesterday. And thankfully, they had a lady there that actually recognizes what skin rashes are. Yeah, I live in Podunk, Illinois, as I call it, being that people here are, a lot of them are morons. I'm talking about professional people that should know what they're talking about. Instead, they just look at your rash and say, well, it could be this, it might be that. Um, have you changed detergents lately? Have you done this? Well, we don't know what it is, so, yeah, just keep an eye on it. If it gets bad, go to the ER. No, this lady did not do that. This lady looked at it and said, I was thinking it might be a yeast infection because of where it's located on my underbelly area because I'm losing weight and the belly roll is like hanging down. That's what happens when you lose weight. Maybe a graphic description. Might be offensive to some. I'm not meaning to offend. I'm just being real with you here. That's what the body does when you lose weight. You get a donut roll that kind of rolls downward. So instead of the belly being up here so much, it goes right down there, and you got this little roll down there. And I have a very little one now because I lost a bunch of weight. Bunch of fat, I should say. Um, so anyway, she looked at it and she said, well, I was thinking yeast infection, but because of where it's located, a lot of sweat and stuff gets in there. But I don't think so. The inflammation of it, the swelling, the itchiness, the irritation, the little bit of pain and stuff you're having, I'm going to say it's probably cellulitis. And she said, we need to treat that with basically antibiotics. She said, can you take diflucan? I said, I think so. I don't remember ever taking it. But she said, I need you to get started on diflucan. I also had a rash on my chest, like underneath my chest area. And she said that will treat that too. Because it treats fungal rashes and it treats the cellulitis. So thankfully, I had an excellent doctor. If I feel like I'm slurring my words or sound like I'm slurring my words, I probably am. Because I wear a jaw thing in my mouth, a mouth guard, to keep me from snoring. And wonderful, but it takes me a little bit to get my lips working again. So sorry about that. Oh, the killdeers are out again. You can tell the weather's clearing up because the killdeer apparently don't like the tornadoes and the winds. But if there's no tornadoes and the winds, you'll hear the killdeers in the background. The obnoxious. Oh, the worst. Hi, people. Good morning. Anyway, so wouldn't you know it, when I got done at the doctor's, I couldn't get my prescription. I couldn't go to the pharmacy because it was closed. And therefore, I would have been without my prescription, which I was without the antibiotic. But a couple other things she mentioned to me was clotrimazole for the yeast infection on the chest area. Nystatin for the cellulitis, which I did not know that nystatin could treat that. But that's what she told me. So I happened to find two little tiny tubes. And guess what I did? Yes, I used them. I also used aloe. I freeze aloe gel. Like I get the aloe leaves, the big long leaves, and I strip them and I pull the gel out of them. And then I freeze them in ice cube trays. So I rubbed that on my belly. That helped a little bit. Then I took an ibuprofen and I took a Claritin. What else did I do? Oh, and it was still irritating me. It was real bad. And If people tell you illnesses, diseases always hurt the worst at night, they do. I was laying there just itching and in pain, and my belly was just irritating me. So I got up. Well, actually, I not Googled, I did my chat GPT and said, what do I do for this irritation from the cellulitis? Because I can't get my antibiotic. And it didn't really give me any definitive answers. So I did some research on YouTube. Take coconut oil and mix it with a little bit of tea tree oil, y'all. Rub it together, like all together. Hi, Gunter. Good morning. I'm Dee Dee. That's what you can call me. I'm not Lady, but Dee Dee. You didn't know that, though. Anyway, I should put that in my title from now on. Whatever the title is, and I'm Dee Dee. That way you'll know who I am. So I put the tea tree oil and the coconut oil together, and I just rubbed it all over my belly. Oh my gosh, talk about relief. Y'all, tea tree oil, you have to have tea tree oil. Don't be in a house without it. Morning, bicyclist. So, with all that, eventually I put on my meditation tape, whatever, recording, and I drifted off, y'all. Oh, I'm doing better today, Gunter. Thank you. And that was that. So I woke up about, like I said, a couple hours ago. I looked at the clock and I'm like, oh, thank goodness. It's not quite 6 o'clock yet. I can go back to sleep. I was very groggy when I first woke up from all the medicine and stuff. And just the exhaustion of having cellulitis. So I rolled over and I went back to sleep. And then just a little while ago, I woke up, did my little leg stretches in bed, and looked outside and said, oh man, it's really bright out there. I need to get out there and do my walk. My viewers are waiting. So I got up, fed the cats, weighed myself. 180.3 today, by the way. I'm doing fine, thanks. And my waist was 44.5 inches, so gained a little bit in the waist area. I'm not really sure why. Probably water weight. But I'm pretty happy with the 180.3. I'm in the 180s still, so yay. Going downward. Well, I only ate like 845 calories yesterday. I'm not really focused on the calories. I'm focused on the carbs, making sure those stay low at 60. And so far, doing pretty good on that. So it's helping. But I knew I had to get out here and walk, so that is what I am doing. So that's my story. That's what happened to me since yesterday. So on tap today is take my husband to work. What else? Take my husband to work. I got to catch up on all my daughter's Marco Polo messages to me because I haven't watched hardly any of them yesterday. So I got to watch yesterday's and whatever she does today. And I got to read a couple chapters in the Bible in Jeremiah because I'm behind in that. And let's see, today is Thursday, so today is ab day. I got to work my belly today. Got to pick up my meds too. Finally get started on that antibiotic. Get rid of this awful infection. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Well, unless the infection goes away before I pick up the antibiotics, in which case I probably won't need to take the antibiotic, which will be even better. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm still probably under the influence of the Claritin from yesterday. Feeling pretty good. That stuff is great for allergies and inflammation. Okay, well, that was my day yesterday. I gotta breathe. Take a breath, Laura. That's my real name, by the way, Gunter. Laura. Believe it or not, a lot of us have screen names and real names. We're not just our screen name. Hi, Meech. Here's my Michi. She just had a good breakfast. She's out and about. I'm just petting you. Chill your roll, girl. Goodness. And we're going on square number 2. If I sigh a lot, it's because even though I've walked these squares for now 20 days, I'm tired, y'all. I'm old and I'm tired at times in my day. Almost 59 years old. I've earned the right to be a little sleepy, I think. Welcome in 10 people, whoever you are, gamers and non-gamers alike. Show you the skies today, if I can. Look at the sky. Starting to clear up. It's going to be 80 degrees today, guys. Oh, and the pollen count is high. That's probably why I'm having a little bit of trouble breathing. But it goes with the territory, as they say. I have water in my ear. That's always fun. Cling sound from water in your ear. If anyone knows how to dry that out, let me know. Does alcohol work? Peroxide? What do you use? Because I get that on a regular basis, and I'm going on that trip in a little while at the end of June. And they want to go swimming, which I don't like. I'd like to know what your remedy is for that, so I'm not miserable the whole rest of the trip. Let me know. Hello to my daughters out there if they happen to watch this. I know sometimes you guys spy on your mother and you just don't tell her. It's okay. I can't tell you how good it feels to get out in the air in the morning and just move. Other than the killdeer, obnoxious birds. You know, I always say I love all animals. I think I found one that I really am not too fond of, the killdeer bird, simply because it's an obnoxious sound that it makes. Here, you can look at the path I'm on instead of my face. That's not quite awake yet. I might only do 2 squares today, y'all. Because even the 2 squares with the grass pollen and tree pollen high takes a lot out of me. And plus, nobody's really talking, so it might just be a quick little walk the 2 square day. Especially since I have to do abs today anyways, so that's going to take some energy. And I'm walking without my fuel. I didn't fuel up because of the Synthroid needing to be taken on an empty stomach. I don't know. Seems more likely that I should maybe do the 3 squares so that I get up to that 30-minute mark and I can actually eat something. But we'll see. Felt like there was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I don't remember what it was. So yesterday during my food haul, I forgot to show you guys. It's turkey sausages, the round patties and the links. I forgot to show you those. They're from Applewood, so they don't have nitrates, fillers, or anything yucky in them, which is good. Well, other than a dead animal, which still bothers me, but I'm staying healthy as a result of eating protein in higher amounts. So Now I might stop at 2 squares. My one leg is going numb like it normally does when I'm on it too long. So I think I'll get back to the house and see if anybody wants to talk, and then I will conclude my live stream. We got 10 more days of live streaming, y'all, for the Walk the Square thing. I committed to 30 days. Silly, silly me. Now I'm obligated. It's how my mind works. If I say I'm going to do something, 9.99999 times out of 10, I will follow through. So I did only commit to 1 square, so the fact that some days I'm doing 2 and 3, consider that a bonus. That's something I do when I feel up to it. Today I'm not really feeling it. But we're almost there to the second end of the square. It also makes it easier to walk if people are talking, because I'm not paying attention to my feet moving. But since nobody's really chiming in very much. Okay, we're back. All right, we are back, and 5 people here and not talking. I'll wait a couple minutes, and then I'm going to go in and busy my brain so that I don't eat before I should. That was 18 minutes. Suppose I could throw 2 more minutes in and get 20 minutes even. I'll walk around my yard a little bit, just for kicks and giggles and extra minutes. I like even numbers. I don't like odd numbers. I don't want to leave it at 18. I'd rather have it at 20. Oh, check this out. The smoldering pile is no longer smoldering. It finally went out. Yay. Thanks to the tornado and high winds that we had the other day. Which, by the way, we did have a tornado, not here. Over my therapist's office, he told me he saw the funnel cloud. And a friend of mine saw the funnel cloud over near some stores. So yeah, the tornado actually did happen. It came through. But it just came through, did whatever tree branch damage it was going to do, and it left. I don't think it did any damage to people, but I really don't know. Hope not. Hope everybody's okay. It didn't bother us, though. Oh, my daughter just reminded me. She literally called me yesterday and talked to me. I do remember that. Doesn't mean I don't want to still listen to her Marco Polos and see what she had to say on them. She might think that, but no, I'm going to still listen to them. Catch up. I like being caught up on things. Ugh, sloshy slosh on the ground here. I don't have my boots on. I have my shoes on. But they seem to be keeping my feet pretty dry. That's good. All right, we're almost up to the 20 mark. Then I can say I walked for 20 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes. Good. All right. Well, give or take a little bit of break in between. Okay, so does anybody have any questions? Want to talk about anything? Have any topics of interest you want to cover? If not, I will head off shortly here and go start my day, my very early day. Yeah, pretty early for me. Nothing? Nobody? Probably everybody's sleeping or at work already. Most likely sleeping because I think most of my friends that I have made over the years are behind me in the time zone. That's why they are up at night into what I call the wee hours, and I am heading to bed because for them, they're like several hours behind me, so it's not that late for them. Well, and then some of them stay up way, way past their bedtime. A lot of them do that. I'm old and I want to preserve the little bit of me that's left, so I'm not going to tax my sleep. I'm not going to live on sleep deprivation. I like to function with a full brain the next day. So, those of you that stay up into the wee hours of the night arguing over meaningless things that you can do nothing about and don't affect anybody one way or the other unless you go real life on them, that's your choice. It's your prerogative. I don't think it's healthy, and I think it's going to bite you in the tail end on the end of things. And you may find yourself in a situation someday where you have to sleep because your body won't function if you don't. You probably should work on doing that now instead of doing what you're doing, but who am I? What do I know? Nothing. No, I know a lot of things, but I just think it's silly that you're wasting your time arguing about things that don't even really matter in the real life stuff. So, all right. Well, anyway, yeah, that's it from me. I got nothing else. So, apparently, nobody else has anything to say either. So, I'm going to go and watch my Marco Polos, read my Bible, get my day started, hopefully, get some fuel in me soon because I am kind of hungry. But we want the Synthroid to work the best it can, so we're waiting on food until it fully gets absorbed into my system. Oh, how pretty. A dove just flew near me, a mourning dove. All right. Love y'all, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Bye for now.